Hey, welcome back to the video. So we are looking at 31 types of startup business models you need to know with brand and examples. So I won't go into what's a startup. Many of you would know what a startup is. So the type of startups are B2C, which is business to consumer. So these startups sell products or services to consumers. They typically use three types of business model. So one is aggregator, marketplace, and subscription. So what are aggregator startups? So aggregator startups bring together a variety of products or services from different service providers and offer them to consumer to one place. So it could be Amazon, which aggregates all the marketplace sellers and brings products to you, or it could also be Uber or Airbnb. Uber basically gets all the people with a car who are willing to offer a ride and all the people who are looking for a ride and connect them together. And Airbnb is exactly similar. Connect people who have a place to offer and people who need a place together. And marketplace startups. So marketplace startups connect buyers and sellers of goods and services. So this could be your ESTY or Amazon, any of that where you have a buyer and a seller, that's a marketplace. So subscription startups offer consumers access to products or services on a recurring basis. So this could be a Disney Plus subscription, Netflix, Spotify, or Apple Music, any of the places where you actually use it. So B2B is nothing but business to business. So these startups sell products or services to other businesses. They typically use a business model that is based on a software as a service, marketplace, or services. So software as a service sells software that is delivered over the internet. This could be a Salesforce, Slack, or Zoom, or HubSpot. Any of them are your SaaS startups. Even Freshworks is a SaaS startup. So market startups. So marketplace startups connect business with other business to buy and sell goods or services. So this could be your Alibaba, or it can also be Amazon business, Costco business, any of it which only sells to businesses. So service startups. So service startups provide business with professional services. It could be consulting, marketing, or accounting. Any of the big four, which is KPMG, Deloitte, McKinsey fall under this category. So P2P. These are the startups that connect individual with each other to buy and sell goods or services. They typically use a business model that is based on lending, crowdfunding, and exchange. So lending startup, you might have used the Lending Club, Cabbage, Kiva, Prosper. So basically these are the startups that connect individual who need money with individual who are willing to lend them money, and the rates they get and the rates the borrower gets are decided by their credit profile. So if you have used Lending Club, they use something called as P notes. Those P notes decide what would be the rates you get lending at and the risk profile. So you can balance your risk profile out. So crowdfunding startups raise money from a large number of individuals, typically through online platform. So one I would like to say is your Kickstarter or your GoFundMe.com. So any of it is a crowdfunding platform. Exchange startups connect buyers and sellers of goods or services. So here it could be OLX or Coinbase. So after this, let's look at the first business model of the 31 we looked at. So the freemium business model. So freemium business model is a pricing strategy by which a product or a service is provided free of charge, but money is charged for additional services, virtual or physical goods that expand the functionality of the pre-version. This model has been in the software industry since 1980s. A subset of this model is used by video game industry, is also called as free to play. So today's world, if you look at it, your Google Drive, Slack, or iCloud are what you can call a freemium business model. So what are the pros and cons of freemium business model? So it is a low cost of entry, allows businesses to reach large audience with a low cost. This can be especially helpful for startups or businesses with limited resources. So freemium model can help businesses reach wider audience than they would be able to do so with a traditional pricing model. This is because people are more likely to try a product for free than pay upfront. Increased engagement can help businesses increase engagement with their products or services, more likely to stick around and use a product if they are not paying for it. So can also help you to with your data collection strategy, which will help you to make your product and services better. The cons are low revenue, can generate lower revenue than a traditional pricing model. This is because only a small percentage of users typically pay for the product. And churn, the freemium model can have high churns. This is because users are likely to stop using a product or a service if they are not paying for it. Competition is becoming highly competitive. More and more businesses are adopting this model. Cannibalization. So freemium model can cannibalize sales of other products or services. Users who are satisfied with a free version of product or service are less likely to pay for a premium version. So the next one we are looking at is a subscription business model. So basically, if you look at it, there are different types of subscription models. So the umbrella pass. So if you buy Amazon Prime, you get access to Prime Video. And subscription pass. So Bumble or Tinder allows you different types of passes. You have Tinder Gold, Tinder Premium, Tinder Silver. Similarly, Bumble has a daily pass. And so subscription box. So subscription box is again something similar. And ecosystem subscription are like Spotify plus Walmart or Spotify plus the bundles you get basically. So the subscription are based on the idea of selling product or service to receive a monthly recurring revenue. And that's basically what I wanted to talk about. So the marketplace model is a platform, e-commerce site or mobile where products or services are sold to consumers by third-party seller, Amazon or Fiverr. So aggregator business, we have already looked at it, delivered to the customer under their brand name. This could be Uber or Airbnb. So these are the consumer benefits. You basically get to compare prices, check rating and resolve disputes. And for if you are a service offering it, you get rid of, it basically helps you cut your marketing costs, focus on comfort, or get good occupancy rates. If you have excess capacity, you can only list the excess capacity. Even DoorDash is an aggregator business, so is Uber Eats. So pay as you go. So this is widely a pricing strategy where user pay based on how much they consume. It is widely used by cloud computing companies. So it is a SaaS marketplace or services or credit based. Audible is audiobooks for credit. And fee for service business model. So fee for service business model is based on charging consumers a fixed and a variable fee for every successful payment. So this is used by Razorpay, which is an India payment app, Stripe, PayPal or PayU. So when you send money, you receive money. Upon each transaction, they charge a small fee for the transaction. EdTech business model. So EdTech could be Coursera, which is a freemium business model. Skillshare is a free trial subscription. Udemy is a marketplace. And ad revenue business model is Duolingo. In this EdTech model, you can either make money by selling content or providing teaching as a service to the end user. Lock-in business model is aims to keep consumers from switching to competitive by increasing the switching cost or effort to transfer, or by offering a better brand experience or incentive. It could be Apple or SAP. API licensing model. So interface or simply an API is a tool that allows third-party application to communicate with your service. So Twilio, SendGrid, Google Maps, or it could be OpenAI. Right, so OpenAI does not allow free APIs. It gave you from free 20 free credits initially. Then the developer, if you have to use their APIs, we pay 10 cents, or how many tokens we receive back, we pay for it. So if you publish app on App Store, you get paid for it. or if you build a service and list it as an endpoint, you can get paid for your service being used. And indirect is if you collaborate with some product like WhatsApp using Twilio, any of it. So that could be your API licensing model. And open source business model is a software with source code that anyone can inspect, modify, and enhance for personal use. So Android, Java, Firefox, or it could also be your Redis database. Redis also, most of them also have an enterprise version with advanced features. So data as a business model, the app or algorithm collects data from consumer to improve the system or monetize it by adding value to other companies. So GPT-3 or Google Bard is an example for this. And blockchain business model. So it is a distributed ledger technology that allows companies and business to deploy their smart contract without any central authority. And free enterprise business model. So free and enterprise business model, the free professional accounts are driven into funnel through the free product and later converted into a B2B, Slack and Zoom. So offer your basic features as free. If you want advanced features, make customers pay for it. So razor blade business model. So this model is widely used in hardware items where one item is sold free at a lower price, or it loses or generate profit from the refills and add-on. So Gillette, HP, or any of it. So you might sell the printer at a free cost but make more money on the cartridges. That's probably what HP uses here. So direct to consumer. This one, I think many of you would be knowing it. So in traditional retail, manufacturer sells it to wholesale, wholesale sells it to distributor, distributor to retailer, and to consumer. In D2C, manufacturer lists it on marketplaces or own website, and consumers can place buy orders and it get delivered to them directly. The brand cut out the middleman, sells product directly to the end user from the website using a third-party logistic partner. So private label versus white label business model is manufactured by a white label or a private label is a contract manufacturer or a third-party supplier may sold under the brand names. So Amazon Basics, or if you have also looked at Dixon, so Dixon manufactures smartphone for many different providers. It could be Xiaomi, OnePlus, Noise, any one of them. Dixon manufactures smartphone for them. The franchise business model. So here uses the brand and branding and the business model of the franchisers. So if you have used Domino's or Mensa, it's a franchise business model. And ad-based business model. So basically is used by social media and search engine who uses your search engine and interest of data to show ads. So Google, Snapchat, and Facebook are this example. The octopus business model. It is a diversification business strategy where each business unit, like a tentacle of an octopus, works independently but it's connected by the main body. So if you look at it, these are all the services OYO offers, but if you likely acquire a customer, they might use up most of the other services eventually. Transactional business model. So revenue is generated directly by selling an item to a consumer, widely used by e-commerce sites or any other products you purchase offline. And P2P. So P2P, two individuals interact to buy and sell a goods and sell directly with them, order without a third party or using a platform. So P2P lending model, the one we talked about, lending club. So in P2P lending business model, a private individual lends to a borrower from another private individuals. So Cabbage is also another one. So brokerage business model, Robinhood. So where brokerages usually charge a commission or a fee or use your data to sell it to different interested parties and offer you free services. So any one of it could be a brokerage business model. And drop shipping business model. So it is an e-commerce retail model that allows stores to sell product without keeping any physical inventory. So space as a service, WeWork. It is the idea of the shared economy that provides millennial with the flexibility of living or working out of shared spaces without the headache of owning them. Even Airbnb is that. So TPL, which is third party logistic model. In TPL, business outsources its product distribution and fulfillment to external logistic company that carries out the process on your behalf. So Amazon fulfillment centers is an example for this. So the last mile discovery as a business model consists a set of activities in a supply chain that will bring service and product to the final customers. Affiliate business model. So affiliate marketing is a revenue sharing model strategy of promoting other companies' products and charging commission for every sale. So Amazon, HubSpot, Skillshare, or even you might have seen in your Uber, refer a friend, you would get some $10 credit, DoorDash. So most of them also do that. Any of it falls under affiliate marketing. So the virtual goods business model. So this is also known as in-app purchases, where you are required to make in-app purchases for an intangible product. Roblox is one which falls under this category. So cloud kitchen. Ghost kitchens, also known as dark or black box kitchens, are restaurants that exclusively sell meals for home delivery with no dine-in services. So Nextbite or Fasos fall under this category. Crowdsourcing business model. So crowdsourcing equal to crowd acts as a source for a specific platform. You voluntarily get help from people around the world without having to hire them as regular employees. So this is what I wanted to cover. I hope this helps and this gave you a good idea about the 31 startup business models, and let me know if I missed anything that should be added here. Thank you for joining.